Hello everyone, I welcome to all in this lecture. In this lecture, I am going to discuss about application of integration. So far I have discussed about integration. What are the method of integration? What are the properties of integration? What is the definite integral? What are the fundamental properties of definite integral? And also I have discussed so many previous year problems from the GATE examination. In this lecture, I am going to discuss about application of integration. These are the various application of integration. We can calculate area of a curve. Also, we can calculate length of curve. Also, we can find out volumes of revolution. So we can calculate area, length, and volume. So we will see one by one how we can calculate area if the function are given. If the different function are given or if a single function are given. So area bounded by the curve y is equal to function of fx, the x-axis, and the abscissa at x is equal to a and y is equal to b. So this will be the x is equal to, right? X is equal to a to x is equal to b. See, you can understand from this graph. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. And this is suppose a function y is equal to fx. Let's assume this is x is equal to a. This is x equal to b, right? So you have to calculate area bounded by the curve y is equal to fx, x-axis. Y is equal to fx is this one, and x-axis that is this one. So you have to calculate area by this one, bounded by function fx, x-axis, x is equal to a and x is equal to b. This line we can say this line, this is x is equal to a, and this line is x is equal to b. Am I right? You are getting my point? Okay. So you have to calculate this area. So for calculation of this area, let's assume a segment. Let's assume a segment parallel to y-axis at a x distance from y-axis, and the width is dx. Width is dx, and its side is y, and its side y. Okay, so you can see. Let me draw here like this. So its height is y and thickness is dx. Right? Now this is a straight line. This is curve. But when you are talking about thickness is dx, dx means this is very small length, right? So when you are talking about very small length means approach to zero, that curve, length of the curve and straight line, that would be, we can take a that can be a straight line. So we can calculate area of this small segment. Let me write dA. Area of this segment that can be, we can assume this is a rectangle. So area we can write length into width. So width we have dx and length we have y. So we can write y dx. Now dA is equal to y dx. Now taking integration both the side. Taking integration both the side. We can write dA dx. Or simply we can write y dx. But we have to calculate, in this case you can say integration of y with respect to x. Also we can write a is equal to function of x dx. A is equal to integration function of x dx. But area is bounded. We have to calculate x is equal to a to x is equal to b, right? So lower limit will be x is equal to a, and upper limit will be x is equal to b. So we have to integrate this function a to b. A to b. Are you getting my point? Or also we can write okay, where this function is an integral function. Integral function. So when we have to calculate area bounded between a function or a curve between the y-axis and of this axis equal to a to x is equal to b. So we can calculate by using this formula. That is, area is integration a to b of a function with respect to x. Are you getting my point? Right. Now, area bounded by the curve x is equal to. Now you can see the x is a function of y, and you have to calculate coordinate y is equal to a to y is equal to b. So just draw a figure for that. X-axis. This is y-axis. This is a curve y is equal to fx. Sorry, now function is changed. X is equal to function of y, right? Y-axis means this one. So bounded area, suppose this line is y is equal to b. This line is y is equal to a. So area bounded will be this one. Okay. So area we have to calculate this one. Right. So let's assume a small segment parallel to x-axis. Parallel to x-axis at a distance y from x-axis. And their width is dy. dy. And its length will be, length क्या होगा यहाँ पे x. So dA area of a small segment we can write like, we can assume this segment is a rectangle. Their width is dy and length is x. So we can write the area of this small segment, that would be x into dy. Are you getting my point? Now taking integration both the sides. Taking integration both the sides. Now x we can write function of y. So function of y now you can see the integration that will vary from y is equal to a to the y is equal to b. Means lower limit will be y is equal to a and upper limit will be y is equal to b. So x to b. So by using this formula, you can calculate the shaded area, which is shown in the figure, right? So when you have to calculate the bounded area from the x-axis, then you can apply the previous formula, where variation will be with respect to x, or we can say integration with respect to x. When you have to calculate the bounded area with the y-axis, then you have to calculate the integration. You have to do the integration with the y-axis. समझ में आ रहा है? Okay. Let's move. Sign of area. Like I'm going to talk about, suppose we are finding the area, we are doing the integration, and suppose the value, the integration value is coming negative. What is meaning of this? If the value is coming positive, then what is the meaning of this? Are you getting your point? तो उसका क्या मतलब है? Let's see here. Suppose this is x-axis and this is y-axis. This is a function, right? And where you are calculating x is equal to a to x is equal to b, we are calculating this area. So if the function is above the x-axis, If the function is above the x-axis, that will be the positive area. Positive area. So look at the positive area. When function is above the x-axis. Okay. Now another one. When a function is like this, and you're going to calculate x is equal to a to x is equal to b, this one. So this area would be negative. Why? Because here the function is below the x-axis. Third one, this was the first case, this was the second. Now you can calculate the third one, and third one is very important. You have to understand the third one. So suppose this is a x-axis and this is a y-axis. Okay, and suppose this is the function. Let me change the color of this pen. The function is going like this. Okay, and you are going to calculate x is equal to a to x is equal to b. What will be the bounded area from the x-axis? You will get this bounded area, right? So this value you will get negative, and this value you will get positive. Okay, so whatever the function will be the below of this x-axis, that will be the area will be negative. When the function will be above the x-axis, the area will be positive. So if you are doing the integration from a to b, and in which function is changing from minus to plus, then you will get the integration. You will get the, after doing the integration, you will get the area that will be the summation. That will be the summation of both the value, negative and positive, right? Just here what I want to say. Suppose this area is, so you will get the minus a1. This area you will get a2. So you are going to calculate the integration, like you are doing the function a to b, function fx dx. So we will get the area like a2 minus a1, right? If you want to calculate the total area, that magnitude in terms of magnitude, then you have to calculate the area which is in minus and take the mod and then add the area which is in plus. Okay, but doing the integration from a to b, so you will get this value. Find the area of a segment cut off from the parabola x square is equal to 8y by the line right? This line is 0. So parabola is given x square equal to 8y, x minus 2y plus 8 is equal to 0. Okay. So when two functions are given, that one is parabola and second is the straight line, so you have to find what is the common point. And firstly, you have to draw the curve. So by drawing the curve, you will get the what segment you have to calculate the area for the what segment. From the figure, you can understand. So let me draw this figure. So parabola, that will be like this. Okay. X square is equal to 8y. X is equal to 8y. And you can draw the straight line x is equal to y. So you have to find the common coordinate. So common coordinate फाइंड आउट करने के लिए बेसिक रूल्स क्या है, जस्ट इक्वेट दियर फंक्शन, लाइक in this case you will get the y is equal to x square by 8 from the parabola, and from the straight line you will get y is equal to x plus 8 by 2. Now you can equate with the parabola. What you are getting here, 4x 32 equal to x square, or you can get x square minus 4x minus 32 equal to 0, or you can get here x is equal to 8 minus 4, 8 minus 4. So x is equal to, when x is equal to 8, put x is equal to, so what y is equal to we are getting, so x is equal to a, then y is equal to 8 we are getting here, right? And now x is equal to minus 4, then y we are getting here 2, 2. So now let the mark here, x is equal to, suppose this minus 4, so we are getting y is equal to 2. So this coordinate we can write here, minus 4, 2. Now the second coordinate, y is equal to 8 somewhere, suppose this x is equal to 8, you will get this coordinate is 8, 8. So now we can draw the straight line like this. So this is a straight line. What is the equation for this? X minus 2y plus 8 is equal to 0. Now find the area of the segment cut off from the parabola x square is equal to 8y. So you can see the common area we are getting with this one. Now we have to find the said area. कैसे निकालेंगे इसको? So see which graph is above. So you can see the straight line above the parabola. So अगर straight line को area निकालते find out करते हैं, for example let me write this one. If you are going to calculate area for this one, how we can calculate? We will apply this formula, minus 4 to 4, minus 4 to 8, function, which function? A straight line, that is x plus 8 by 2 with respect to x. So by applying this formula, what you can get? You can get the area of this. Now, okay. Now, we want to calculate area of this one. This one. How we can calculate? If you will integrate minus 4 to 8 of parabolic function, that is x square by 8 with respect to x, what you will get? You will get this area. So if you want to calculate the required area, if you will deduct from the this area, suppose this value we are getting here, a1, and this value we are getting here a2. So if you want to calculate the required area, so required area we can write here. Required area, it can be a minus a2, a1 minus a2, right? Let's solve this one. Okay, required area will be a1 minus a2. a1 we have integration minus 4 to 8 x plus 8 by 2 with respect to x, plus integration minus 4 to 8 of function x square by 8 with respect to x. Now we are very expert now to calculate the integration. So you can write here x square by 2 plus 8x divided by 2 minus 4 to 8 plus you can integrate this one x square, so x cube by 3 by 8 minus 4 to 8. You can calculate, you can get this value, unit square. Like this x and y value is in meters, so that result will be in meter square. And if that value is in the centimeters, so result will be in centimeter square. So you are getting 36 unit square. So this is the results. So always you have to see from the graph which area is required, that which area we have to calculate and how we can calculate. Sometime we will see you have to do the addition also, like you have to do the a1 plus a2, and it can be 2 and 3 also, like you have to do the a1 plus a2 plus a3. तो आपको ये देखना है कि एरिया कौन सा फाइंड आउट करना है, और उस एरिया को फाइंड आउट करने के लिए कौन से सेगमेंट को हम बाय यूजिंग द फॉर्मूला फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं, और उसको अप्लाई करके बाय एडिशन और सब्सट्रैक्शन वी कैन फाइंड आउट द रिक्वायर्ड एरिया. Now area of a polar curve. So if the data is given in the polar form, like the curve is given in the polar form, so how you can calculate the area? See, this is R, this is R. Okay. You have to calculate the area of this one, where theta is equal to alpha and theta is equal to b. You have to remember, you have to be careful at this point. What is theta is equal to alpha? So suppose you are moving, you are moving from alpha, theta is equal to alpha. So in anti-clockwise direction, this is the anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction, and you are moving from theta is equal to alpha to theta is equal to beta. So what area will be? So how we can calculate for this one? Let me take a small segment. Yeah, I'm going to take a small segment, and this angle is d theta. Okay, so what area will be for this segment? Area of a small segment by r square into d theta by 2 pi. Pi r square अगर हम 360 degree move करेंगे, you will rotate at 2 pi degree, then you will get the pi r square. So we have rotated the d theta. So what area we will get? So we can write pi r square into dt divided by 2 pi. So 2 pi will cancel. We can get half r square d theta. dA is equal to half r square d theta. Taking integration both the side. Taking integration both the side. dA So area we can write here. You can see we have to calculate the area when the theta is goes from alpha to beta. So area would be in terms of polar format half into integration alpha to beta of r square with respect to theta. Right? Okay. Find the area common to the circle r is equal to a root 2 and r is equal to 2a cos theta. So first draw a graph, a curve. Yeah. So see r is equal to a root 2 इसका क्या मतलब है? रेडियस हियर a√2 that is constant and center is 0/0 origin. So origin इसका center है, draw a radius. Okay, so this radius is r. Let me write capital R a√2, right? यानी इसका कर्व क्या है? Equation we can write r is equal to a√2, right? Now second, r is equal to 2a cos theta. देखो जब भी कोई कर्व आपको ड्रॉ करना है, एक्स एक्सिस वाई एक्सिस गिवन है, आपको ड्रॉ करना है, सो नो नीड टू वरी, जस्ट फाइंड आउट फुल फ्यू points on this coordinate system like x and y. You have to find a few points, right? And you have to see the nature of the graph. Like x square, it will go like parabolic. X cube, it will go like this, something. You have log x, ऐसा होता है ये. So you have some idea about the graph, and then you have to find some points like a straight line. You need to find 2 points. Then you can draw the straight line. So see here, 2 r is equal to 2a cos theta. So you can see here cos theta is 0. कहाँ पे होता है? पाई बाई 2 पे. तो r क्या होगा? cos theta 0, so r 0. पाई बाई 2 पे r 0 है. r 0 का क्या मतलब है? ऑरिजिन. पाई बाई 2 कहाँ पे होगा? अगर यहाँ से आप जाते हो तो इस पॉइंट पे पाई बाई 2 यहाँ पे होगा, और r is equal to 0, so you will get this point. Let me change the color of this pen so you can get the difference. तो एक पॉइंट तो यहाँ पे, right? Now r is equal to cos theta when cos theta is 1, when theta is 0, and r is equal to 2a. So यहाँ तक क्या डिस्टेंस है? ये a√2, so somewhere here. So at this point you will find theta is equal to 0. 0 का मतलब क्या है? x axis. x is the other point 2a. Now we can draw the area. Oh, sorry, circle. So it will be like this. ये किसका सर्कल है? r is equal to 2a cos theta. Now जब भी दो फंक्शन या दो कर्व आपस में मैच हो रहे हैं तो वी हैव टू फाइंड देयर कोऑर्डिनेट, कॉमन पॉइंट, कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ कॉमन पॉइंट, राइट? तो कैसे निकालेंगे? दोनों का r इक्वेट कर दो, व्हाट यू आर गेटिंग, लेट्स सी. सो इस पॉइंट पे, लाइक यू कैन सी दिस पॉइंट, see at this point r is common for the both circle, like r is equal to a√2 equal to 2a cos theta. So 1 by root equal to √2 equal to cos theta. So theta we are getting here pi by 4, or it can be minus pi by 4, right? So plus pi by 4, it means you are getting this point, this is pi by 4, and you are getting this point that is minus pi by 4, right? And you have to calculate the area. So common area क्या आ रहा है इसमें? See here, you are getting common area this one. Now यहाँ पे ध्यान रखना क्या important, you will see the common area has divided in 2 parts from by the x-axis. तो अगर हम एक पार्ट को निकालते हैं, सपोज दिस एरिया अगर इसका ए है, तो रिक्वायर्ड एरिया क्या हो जाएगा? 2 into a, because area is divided into 2 parts from the by the x-axis. And in this graph में see, yeah, see अगर आपको दिस पॉइंट निकालना है, see this one, if you are getting area for this one is a1 and you are getting area for this one is a2. So a1 कैसे फाइंड आउट करेंगे? see, a1 is when a curve is moving, that first circle, this circle is moving, r is equal to a√2, 0 to pi by 4. So if you integrate 0 to pi by 4, किस फंक्शन का? r is equal to, पोलर के टर्म में फॉर्मूला क्या होता है? हाफ इंटू r स्क्वायर इंटू डी थीटा. कौन सा सर्किल है ये? h r is equal to a root 2. So we can write here half into integration 0 to pi by 4 a square 2 or a root 2 d theta. Right. We can calculate. Now इसको कैसे फाइंड आउट करेंगे, ये से देखो, अब देखो यहां तक थीटा कौन सा था, इस कर्व में, दोनों के कर्व में पाई बाई 4, दिस कर्व में 9. नाउ इस सर्किल अगर ये मूव करेगा पाई बाई 4 टू पाई बाई 2, पाई बाई 2 पे इसकी वैल्यू क्या थी 0. तो अगर यहां से आप यहां जाते हो, इसको इंटीग्रेट करते हो आप, राइट, तो एरिया कितना देगा, दिस a2. so we can write a2 here half into थीटा कितना वेरी करना है, पाई बाई 4 टू पाई बाई 2 r स्क्वायर डी थीटा. और यहाँ पे r क्या होगा, हाफ इंटू पाई बाई 4 टू पाई बाई 2 और 2a 2a cos theta square with respect to d. Are you getting point? So final expression will be, we can write here final expression टोटल एरिया हमें निकालना है और वो किसके बराबर है, रिक्वायर्ड एरिया या कॉमन एरिया वी कैन राइट. सो दैट इज 2 इंटू ए एंड 2 इंटू ए किसका है, a1 प्लस a2, a1 प्लस a2. नाउ 2 इंटू a1 क्या है, इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ दिसका 0 टू पाई बाई 4 a रूट 2 स्क्वायर r स्क्वायर डी थीटा. Okay, but this will be half into plus half into pi by 4 to pi by 2 to a cos theta square d theta. Now यहाँ का 2 कैंसिल हो, ऊपर में क्या है 2, so it will cancel out. So a root 2 का स्क्वायर that is constant into theta 0 to pi by 4. Now इसका इंटीग्रेशन, तो 2a स्क्वायर है तो क्या हो जाएगा 4a स्क्वायर cos स्क्वायर थीटा. तो cos स्क्वायर थीटा को लिख सकते हैं 1 प्लस cos 2 थीटा डिवाइड बाई 2. वी कैन राइट और नॉट, आप ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक रिलेशन देखो, देन यू विल गेट दिस formula, you get this relation. So what you are getting from here, a square या 2a square we can write divide by or into pi by 4 plus from here we can take here common 4a square into by 2 also we can write here. Okay, so this will be the pi by 2 minus pi by 4 plus sin 2 cos 2 थीटा का इंटीग्रेशन कितना होता है, sin 2 थीटा डिवाइड बाई 2 pi by 4 pi by 2. So finally we are getting here pi a square by 2 plus यहाँ से कितना आ रहा है pi by 2 minus pi by 4. We are getting here 2a square into pi by 4 plus divide by 2. So sin 2 theta pi by 2, so pi is equal to 0 minus pi by 4 into 2 1. और यहाँ पे ये यहाँ पे इंटू में है, राइट, ये यहाँ पे इंटू में है 2a. So finally we are getting here pi by 2, so we are getting pi a square minus a square. So we can take a square common, pi minus 1. Okay, so always when you are getting the question that is in polar form or like if function fx and function fy is given, so you can calculate the area, common area by drawing this the graph. So you can see what are the common area you are getting here. And according to that graph, you can apply some method and you can calculate the area. Derivative of arc of length d, like that is second derivative. How we calculate that area length if a curve is given. So the same approach you can apply here like this. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is y is equal to function fx, right? And now see, let's me take x at this point, distance this is dx and this will be the dy, and this length ds. Okay, तो इसको थोड़ा बड़ा ड्रॉ करते हैं. दिस इज dx and ये क्या है dy, and this length of this curve is ds, right? Now we can calculate that for this point chord, we can write length of chord, or also we can write length of triangle of this, length of side of this triangle. So from the Pythagoras theorem, we can write here like dx square plus dy square. Okay, and we can write here d. Suppose this length, the chord length is dc. So we can write here dc square equal to dx square plus dy square. For dc, we can write here root under d square plus dy square. See, when you are talking about dx, एक ट्रेंगल ऐसा है जिसका एक साइड dx है और एक साइड dy है, राइट? तो एक साइड dx और एक साइड dy है, इसका क्या मतलब है कि दोनों साइड बहुत ही स्मॉल है, वेरी वेरी स्मॉल, they are approaching to zero. So for that small, we can assume like okay, the length of chord or length of that straight line between joining these 2 points will be equal to length of the curve, right? You can write mathematical term like dc will be equal to ds. So we can write here ds equal to root under dx square plus dy square. Now divide by dx from both the sides. What you are getting? We are getting ds by dx divide by 1 plus dy by dx. Now we can write here ds will be equal to 1 plus dy by dx. Now, अगर लेंथ हमें निकालना है from A to B, like we have to calculate the length of this curve from x is equal to A to x is equal to B. Then we can put the limit, like limit A to B. And finally, what we are getting here? So we are getting length of the curve of fx A to B. So we can write here A to B 1 plus dy by dx x square with respect to, right? Or we can say, if note down, if x is a function of t and y is a function of t, so also we can write like what expression was? This was the expression dx square plus dy square. Now divide dt by both the side, what you will get? dt, you will get this one, dx by dt whole square plus dy by dt whole square. Finally, we will get here ds. We are calculating the length between A to B. We can write here dx by dt. So we can write length equal to B. Find the length of arc of parabola x squared equal to 4ay. Measurement from the vertex to the extremity. Latest rectum. Let's draw this graph. Okay. So graph of parabola will be like this. Y. This will be the vertex, and latest extreme will be, suppose this point is focus. So latest rectum is the line parallel to passing from the focus parallel to directrix. Okay, so this point will be this 0 and this is A. So if this point is A, so we'll get 2A. So this point will be 2A, right? So we have to calculate length of this when you are getting x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 2A. So we can calculate the area. Let me write the expression length, not area, length. Integration 0 to 2A root under 1 plus dy by dx all square with respect to x. So what is dy by dx? See, y is equal to x square by 4a. So we can write dy by dx 2x divided by 4a. So we can write x is equal to x divided by 2. Now we can write here 1 plus x by 2a square with respect to x. According to the formula, we can calculate, like we can write here like 1 by 2a into 0 to 2a. We can write here 1 2a square plus x square respect to d. This formula we can compare with this one, integration a square plus x square with respect to a. इसे कंपेयर करके क्या फॉर्मूला लिखेंगे हम? We can write the formula like we have. Let's note down this formula. Integration root under a square plus x square with respect to x. So that is x by 2 into a square by x square plus a square by 2 into sine h inverse x a. So according to this formula, you can apply like you can calculate 0 to 2a, say 1 by 2a root under 2a square plus x square divided by 2x. So we can write 1 by 2a 1 by 2a, 0 to 2a, x by 2. So x by 2 into 2a square plus x square plus a square by 2, 2a square by 2 sin h inverse x by 2a, x by a. So this will be 2a. Okay, so you can do the integration, you can find out the integration. One more important thing you have to write here, h inverse 1. So h inverse of x, that you can write log of 1 plus root under 1 plus x square. Okay, sin inverse x. So one more result you have to apply here. Sin h inverse x is equal to log of x plus root under 1 plus x square. Sin h inverse x is the log of x plus root under 1 plus x square. Okay. And finally, this area we will get here, like not area, length, we will get here a into root 2 plus log of 1 plus root 2. Okay. So just solve this, just do the integration and see you are getting this result or not. So we'll get this result. Okay. Thank you for watching this lecture. In the next lecture, I will discuss third application of integration. We will calculate the volume. So thank you for watching this lecture. If you have any doubt, then leave, just leave the comment. Okay, thank you.